Hey everybody, welcome along to a brand new show on my channel. A show where I'm going to be playing games from my childhood, from my youth, right up to my young adulthood basically. Going through a few consoles that they're never forgotten. They're always massively popular, but you know, sort of consoles that, you know, in this day and age with PS4s and Xbox Ones, some people forget to look back to the absolute classics. And I think we'll all agree that games like Manic Miner, which is being shown off on this one, really started something particularly special, you know, that ended up where we are today in gaming. This is a part of history, and it's a part that I hold very dear because it was my starting point for all gaming. So, you know, my first ever computer, technically the first ever computer I played was an Intellivision and a Commodore 64. The first computer I ever owned was a ZX Spectrum. My mum bought me one for Christmas in 1985, so I was just turned 12 years old then, and it blew my mind. Basically, it was amazing. There were lots of games that I wanted to choose to play, and obviously I'm pretty sure we will play a variety if it is popular and it keeps going. I'll probably come back to the ZX Spectrum at some point, but my aim is to play one from each system at the moment, and then we will revisit a few games. And obviously if you've got any suggestions to leave in the comments, please do. The first game I ever played, I think, was Horace Goes Skiing, I think, or maybe Hungry Horace, one of the Horace games. And probably my biggest childhood memory was playing Daley Thompson's Decathlon on the ZX Spectrum around my mate's house after school. I was going to play that, but I figured, you know, with all the button bashing and everything else, and probably me getting out of breath, it wasn't exactly going to be a good game to showcase on the channel. So I figured we'll go for something a bit, I was going to say simple. For those of you who've played Manic Miner, I mean, you can see on the screen at the moment it's going through a few of the levels. There's not a lot of scope. I guess in this day and age when people can play them on emulators and stuff, they can probably cheat and get to these later levels. But I've never seen them. I've probably got about 7 or 8 levels in. Usually I get as far as Eugene's Lair, which is one of the hardest levels in the game. And that's it. I'm done. So that's basically what Nostalgia Half Hour going to be about anyway. We're going to be reliving these old games. They're not playthroughs. I'm not going to play till the end of the game unless I'm requested to. I mean, if people want me to, that's fine, and they want to leave it in the comments, I'll certainly give it a try. But the aim is just to relive a few old memories and probably just get a little bit into the game, really. I'm not an expert, you know, I haven't played these games for a long time. And when I did play them before, I was a child. So obviously, you know, you're hardly a gaming expert when you're a child. You know, I was 12 years old the first time I ever played this. You know, don't be expecting me to run around bossing it and everything. I'm not going to be using cheats and infinite lives and stuff. We're just going to be having a little bit of fun. Right, that being said, I'm going to get to it. I'm assuming I just pressed the fire button to start. Wow, the amount of times I've played this level. I can remember a lot of the timings on this. I think the first time I ever played this was on the Commodore 64, actually. If I remember correctly. Oh, it's just about getting the timing of the jumps right. It'd be a miracle if I cleared this level without losing at least one life. This is always the tricky bit. You've got to get the second jump. You've got to time perfectly. Yep, there you go. I didn't time it. Oh. There. Anyone who's ever played this game before will know the frustration I'm feeling right now. You really don't want to lose a life on your first level, but it's such a hard level. Oops. Double jumped there. See if I can go for this fancy jump. Oh, look at that. You never lose it. Oh, the hours I would spend playing this game. Oh, did it that time? Right, I don't blow it on this bit. Just going to go a bit quiet now while I concentrate. There we go. I want to make sure I don't blow it now. Lovely, we've done the first level. Provided I don't hit the jump button by mistake. There we go. There's no more dangers. Here we go into this, and that's the end of the level. That's basically it. Don't expect too much more from this game. So I was going to play Jet Set Willy, the sequel to this, But I figured to start with, we have to go back to the beginning and the classic. I mean, I think everybody who owned a Commodore 64 or ZX Spectrum owned Manic Miner at some point. I mean, the game is so classic that they even brought out a remake for the Game Boy Advance. I don't know if anybody owned that. I think I've still got it somewhere. Still got my Game Boy Advance, I probably have. There you go. We're through the second level. That one's nice and easy. I like that level. Only a couple of things that can get you on that one. This one I don't like. I think I always remember I thought the bird was going to stop at the ledge and then he comes under it and you're a bit like, oh my god. And you have to get the timing up the top. It's a nightmare trying to get the jump timings right. Just got to wait till the right time. Can't actually remember when that is, but there we go. I think you need to start this. There we go. No, I'm not going to make it. No! Dead. Oh dear. One life left. I've got no chance. Oh, this is the start. See, this is where the levels start getting harder. I really wish you had more than 3 lives. There might be actually, I'm sure there's a cheat code you can use. Oh, expertly done, Lee. Expertly done. I used to worry that they would fall on my head. There we go. Yeah, there might be a cheat I can use. The thing about using cheats on ZX Spectrum is you always have to type like loads of stuff in. And these things aren't going to go past that level. That's good. But there might be a cheat I can use to get some extra lives, which will be handy. I don't consider that cheating on Manic Miner necessarily because 3 lives is ridiculous. I don't know how anybody used to complete this game on 3 lives. This level's not too bad, it's just about getting the timings of the jumps right. Oh, I nearly messed that one up. I think you've got to drop here, jump to there. Trying to remember what key you get first here. I'd say drop probably would be the best one. Can't go to that ledge. I'm actually nervous. I'm trying to think to myself, what's the best way to do it? I don't think I can make that jump. Maybe that's what we need to do here. Because all that as well down the bottom, the air you get is a time limit basically. If you run out of air, you die as well. So there we got it. Hope it's not Eugene. It is Eugene's lair next. I don't like this level. It always used to make me laugh as a child. I guess it's because it's got toilets on it. I could never figure out why they were killer toilets. This is such a hard level. Getting the timings of everything right. I used to always think as well that they were little loaves of bread. No, there it is. Ah. Well, we got as far as Eugene's lair, which to me is not a shock because that's what I used to do time and time again as a child. I always used to think as well, where you see starring Miner Willy, the star was the same as the Star Wars writing. That used to excite me as a child. I was a child, what can I say? I've grown up a bit since then. Well, it's still pretty exciting, let's face it. Right. Are we ready for another go? It's probably going to be Eugene's Lair or bust most times. Let's have a go. I'm sure there must be people out there that can get through the entire game just on 3 lives. I honestly don't know how they do it. I nearly always lose at least a life on this first level. It's these damn jumps. You've got to time it. Jump there. There we go. You think this game started most of the platform gaming craze? Pretty astonishing achievement, because I bet you any money it didn't cost that much to make as a game. But look at that, we breezed through the first level this time. This level I don't usually mind, like I said. There's 1 or 2 moments you have to get the timing right on, otherwise it's pretty straightforward. And obviously you've got to avoid the penguin at the top. And you've got to get your timing right when you come to the bottom as well. Because obviously you've got to make sure that the penguin down the bottom is out of the way before you start your descent. I think we can go now. If not, you can jump. I could do that, which would obviously slow down the process. Wow, 2 levels down, no lives lost. This is good. Because you can almost guarantee I'm going to lose one on the menagerie. This is one of those levels. I wonder how quickly the time's going to pass in this. Obviously, it's going to get very repetitive. It is quite a repetitive game. I hope it's not going to be too boring for all of you. I'm sure anyone that loves the game knows. I know a lot of people that do. No! Oh, didn't mean to jump there. I told you I'd lose a life on this level. I don't honestly remember many times when I didn't lose a life on this one. I know I've completed Eugene's Lair before, but I honestly can't remember what the level is beyond it, because I didn't complete it that often. Well, that was pretty well done. Nope. Oh, does it look like I'm going to get beyond this level this time? Dang it. The timing is so hard on this one. Quite funny actually, I haven't played these games since I developed. I suffer with anxiety and depression, and I haven't played this game a lot since I developed anxiety, and I tell you what, it is kind of kicking off my anxiety a little bit. I think it's because it's one of those games that requires such precise timing. There you go, that's perfect. So I got the timings completely down there. I must admit, it's setting off a few butterflies in my chest. Oh dear. And there's people out there that say these are only games. And they are. But sometimes you do just get a little bit too invested in them. Okay, I think we went... Yeah, we'll go the same way we did last time, because that worked out quite nicely. I think that is the way you're supposed to go anyway, but... Oh, just about made that jump. I wonder whether if I drop here, whether I would die. And I'm not going to risk it. We'll go, like I said, exactly the same way I went last time. This one's definitely one of the easier levels. Like I said, as long as you get the timing of the jumps right. The only thing that's going to really kill you is the fall. Got more points than I did last time, so I'm doing better, but that means nothing once you get to Eugene's lair. And I really would like to get to this level at some point today with more than one life left. So I've just got to wait for Eugene to get down there. Oh, I thought that was going to stitch me up, man. Try not to die stupidly this time. Problem is, there's not a lot of room to make this jump. Gonna have to wait for him to come down and go up. This is the biggest point with this one. I used to always do is run out of air. Oh, I forgot. Totally forgot. Ah, oh, I've messed it up. I totally forgot. Once you get that last piece, he doesn't move. Oh, no. There's probably people out there of you who've played this game before screaming at the computer. I just can't believe I did that. Oh well. You live and learn. This game encourages you to live and learn, to be honest with you. Well, here we go, back to Central Cavern. I can't believe I totally forgot about that. Oh, that was close. Oh man. Do you know, I thought I was actually bossing Eugene's lair there. I was wondering why it was a lot easier than it usually was. I totally forgot about that little sting in the tail. Well, I made that one look easy this time. I think that's the thing, you do sometimes, after you've played this a while, you do make the early levels look easy, because obviously compared to the later ones, they were a lot harder. So these ones are very simple. I mean, let's face it, you get a lot of practice at these levels compared to the latter ones. I think you're already seeing the problem with Eugene's lair if you've never experienced this game before. It is a pig of a level. Because you've got to get your timings absolutely spot on. Onto the menagerie. It's quite funny though, because sometimes when you do these levels, you do get into a rhythm. You can kind of tell if you're going to complete the level or not, based on the timings of everything. Nope. Oh dear. You know, I actually was quite quietly confident then I had the timings spot on, but I think I was just slightly out with the second jump. That's better. No, 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 no. Don't think I'm going to make it past the menagerie this time. The problem I had there was I got my giant timings too good. I was ahead of myself. Right, let's try it this way. Oof. No, missed it. Oh no! I might as well kill myself because there's no way I can do this now, I don't think. No, let's give it a try. Nope, dead. Wow, didn't make it past the menagerie. That's shocking. Wow. Really disappointed there. That was terrible. Okay, let's give it another whirl. You know, there is a distinct possibility that I could be a dribbling vegetable by the end of this playthrough. Don't let that put anybody off, by the way. You know, this is a legendarily hard game. Probably not the most ideal one to pick for the start of this whole run of the Nostalgia Half Hour, but you know. Despite the fact it's blooming hard, it still holds a dear place in my heart. Oh, wow. I'm surprised he didn't punish me for that then. I really thought I was too close. Right, I'm just going to go positively at these now. I can't be bothered to mess around. Normally wait for Penguin, but I can't be bothered. Gotta wait a little bit for this one because I really want to jump off the edge by mistake. And obviously I've always got to wait for this one. I'll go now though. It's probably the quickest I've ever done that level. Would love to get through this level without losing a life. One can dream. Oh, made it. Perfect. Oh my goodness me. Well, that was genius. I don't mind blowing my own trumpet on that one. I feel good about myself. Okay, look at me going all quiet, taking it seriously. I might be about to get to Eugene's lair with 3 lives, which could be huge. I mean, there's no guarantees I'm going to finish it because it's the hardest level in the game. Well, that I've experienced. Let's give it a whirl. for that fat, speckly, annoying thing. Screw it, I'm going to go now. I could regret this. I could regret this. I could well regret this. Oh dear. Patience, never one of my strong point. That's the bit I hate more than anything, that bit. Well, actually, no. The end of this level is the bit I hate the most. I'll go grab this one first. I don't care how long I'm waiting over this side, I'm not rushing this bit. Shit. Alright. I'll time this perfectly. Nope. Didn't time it perfectly. I mean, if anyone's got any comments, by the way, on if there's an easier way to do this level. I'm not going to do what I did last time, I think. Actually, I think I can drop now. No, go! Oh, no. I can't believe I had 3 lives at this level and I'm still not going to do it. I don't believe I did this. Welcome to the frustration that is Manic Miner. My goodness me. Right, well, I think we get one more go. It's a good job I'm not playing this to completion. Could you imagine how many parts and hours this would take? Oh, excuse me. Well, I've definitely got the timings of the first level down anyway. Again, I'm not going to wait around. Let's just get on with it. Conserve all the waiting around and strategies for the harder levels. Oh, I very nearly committed myself then, and that wouldn't have been a smart move. I probably would have been alright actually. I was so proud of myself last time for doing the menagerie straight away. It made absolutely no difference. I would love to get further than Eugene's lair on this playthrough for you, but it's not likely. There weren't too many times that I beat that level in my entire childhood, so I can't imagine that I'm going to do it for you now. No. I was trying a different strategy then, it really didn't pay off. can't end on the menagerie. I need at least one more crack at Eugene's lair. Come on. See if I change the timings of everything. Yeah, see, that's what I was doing wrong. You need to do it slightly differently to the way I was doing it. Oh well, we live and learn. As long as I don't do anything stupid at the uranium works, I will at least get one more life at Eugene's lair. Here we go then. I want to at least get to the last bit. No! No! Oh, that is so frustrating. Well, that's not exactly the way I wanted to go out on this first episode, but unfortunately, that is what it's all about. We are just playing a little snippet of these games, just to give you a taste of what life used to be like. And you've had a taste of Manic Miner there, the immense frustration that is Manic Miner. I mean, it is a game that I hold very dear to my heart, but probably not for the right reasons. It did tend to be one of those games that if you ever got to a stage where you might complete it, then you were a genius. I used to take solace in the fact that at least 1 or 2 times I did get through Eugene's lair. It was a very rare moment. It was a very beautiful moment when it happened. Please let me know in the comments if you've ever finished Manic Miner. I'd prefer you to have finished it without cheats, because we can all cheat. And one day I may even very well go through it with unlimited lives or something and see how long it takes me to actually finish the game. That could be another playthrough actually, if we can get unlimited lives on the Specky and see. And what's the next level then? Let's have a look. What is the next level? The processing plant. See, I'm sure I've played that one with the little Pac-Man, because I remember that when I was a kid. I remember thinking it's Pac-Man, like special guest appearance. And I'm sure I've done the VAT as well, because that was really hard going through that little drop down bit. Not sure about Miner Willie meets the Kong Beast. Oh, I don't want to give too many spoilers away on this one. So, that is it for the Nostalgia Half an Hour. Hope you've enjoyed the first episode. Episode 2 will be Commodore 64. So, for anybody who's ever owned a Commodore 64, I haven't decided yet on what the game's going to be. I've got, as you can imagine, thousands of contenders. It's a computer that I hold very dear to my heart. Like I said, I got a Commodore 64 before I got a ZX Spectrum. It's just that obviously it was at my dad's and I only saw it every couple of weeks. So pretty much the Specky was the first computer I ever fully owned and played all my life every day. Commodore 64 was like one that I kind of got every couple of weeks, loved it, and then in the end I saved up and got my own Commodore 64. And my ZX Spectrum, I still had that too. Anyway, so I will be picking the game in the near future, and I'm guessing the first that you're going to find out about it is when the video goes up. Although, you know, if you want to know if I've chosen the game yet, please leave a comment, and I will let you know if I've made the decision and let you know what game to expect. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's the most important thing. I'm trying to get my videos out there to as many people as possible. I do give prize giveaways as well, so look out for those. And plenty of videos going up, plenty of different ones. I've got modern games, I do live streams as well of Pro Evolution Soccer I've done, Spider-Man. So there's a few live streams coming up. There will be a complete playthrough coming up of Red Dead Redemption 2 as well in the very near future. So if that's your bag and you're interested in that, please subscribe, like the videos, and please come back for part 2. I'm looking forward to it already. It won't be too long before the video goes up. So keep an eye out for it. Thanks very much, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed this. Take care and have a fantastic week. Bye for now.